Hey, what's going on, mobsters? This is your favorite life coach and speaker, Otha, and I'm bringing you another Mobs Motivation. I hope y'all ready, because I'm definitely ready. So what we're going to talk to you about is a secret. It's actually been a secret that has been given to me, and I love y'all so much, I'm going to go ahead and give it to you. So make sure you got your pen and pad or your iPad, your tablet, whatever it is you're going to do to take notes. Go ahead and grab it because you're not going to want to miss this. So what we're talking about today is it's the secret formula to winning at everything. Good, it has to be said again. It's a secret formula to win at everything. Any and everything. If you follow these basic principles, you're definitely going to win. So number one, which is very, very important as you start this journey, is have a specific goal. Very important, and it's a specific goal. Now, why do I say specific? It's because you can't just say a goal and not be firm on that or committed to it. You got to be very specific, because what you say to yourself is going to be recorded by your subconscious. Now, your subconscious mind, and I said it before, I'll say it again, it's the most powerful part of your body. It's very, very strong, stronger than any computer on this earth. It's the only part of your body that doesn't need rest. And it doesn't know the difference from truth or lie. It only knows what you tell it. So if you say something specific and you internalize it, it's going to record it, and it's going to help you create the activity or whatever it is you need to do to make sure your goal happens. So have a very specific goal. That's step number one. Step number two is set a specific time at which you're going to achieve that goal. Okay? Now, why do you need to set a time? Because when you set a time, you're putting a stopwatch on it. You're putting that time clock in motion. You're saying, ready, set, go, let's get it. Now, when you set a time frame, that means there's definitely going to come a time where it's done. Time's up. You know, for my students out there, when that exam is going and you're looking at your watch, you're like, man, I only got 45 minutes to get this deal done. You start pacing yourself to reach that goal. Right? If you have an assignment, this is for all my procrastinators out there, like me. I've always been a procrastinator. We're fixing that, right? So when I know I have something due and I have a deadline approaching, I say, okay, well, I got 2 days left. You know, I'll get to it, right? Really, the last day is when you actually get down to it and you make it happen, right? But when you set a time frame, it increases your activity. But what it also does is it helps you create urgency. It's very important as we're chasing success and we're chasing our goals and dreams. You got to have a sense of urgency. So when you place a time on your goals, you're going to achieve them because you're going to have that sense of urgency that it's going to take to win, okay? Step number three, okay? You got to write it down. So write down your goals each and every day. So in the morning, you go ahead and get I have a little 3x5 cards. I know we have them here. But, you know, a 3x5 note card. You take that card in the morning, you write your goals down, right? You read it. And at night, do the same thing. Take that 3x5 card, you write it down, right? Very, very important that you write it down because it helps process it. Once again, it's training your subconscious mind. You're going to make sure that you begin to write it down, internalize it, therefore it's going to happen, okay? So once you write down your goal, the fourth step, so step number 4, is develop a plan in which you're going to achieve that goal, right? So my mentor, he tells me all the time, you have to plan your work, work your plan, and your plan will work. I'll say that again for those that's listening slow, all right? You're going to plan your work your plan, and your plan will work, ladies and gentlemen. There is no ifs, ands, buts about it. It's gonna work as long as you follow the plan, okay? Step number 5, you're gonna decide the price that you're willing to pay to achieve that goal. Okay, I'll say it again. You gotta decide the price that you're gonna pay to achieve that goal. You see, you can't have cheap goals and dreams. You can't have the goals and dreams that you look at the price tag and you ain't got to pay that much. You ain't got to really put that much into it. Right? We look at our clothes and shoes and we look at it and we say, okay, it's a pretty penny. I can buy that, right? But most of us don't shop, you know, in the Walmart clearance section, right? Not knocking it, But most of you are very much into the materialistic things, and you make sure you spend great money on great clothes. Why? Because that's just how things work. Quality, right? You make sure that it's worth something. I don't know about you guys, but when I spend money on something and I'm actually putting forth a big investment, I make sure that it's gonna happen and I use it, right? Because I'm not gonna pay all this money and not use it. All right, my wife, she may say something different, but I use it. So when it comes to your goals and dreams, what price are you willing to pay? Right? You cannot be cheap, because if it was cheap, everybody would have it. Same thing with your goals and dreams. If it was cheap, if the price that you have to pay to get that dream home, or to retire your mom or dad, right, or to send your kids to the college of their choice, if it was so cheap, everybody would have it, right? But it's super expensive, and most of you are not willing to pay that price. So whatever that goal is, you got to decide, what am I willing to spend? What am I willing to do? How early am I willing to get up? How late am I willing to stay? Now, that's actually honestly one of the most important steps in this whole entire process, because you got to be willing to pay the price. You got to be willing to do it, y'all. And I know you can do it. Now, step 6. Right, the final step in this secret, right, is you gotta really focus on achieving it. You gotta close your eyes. When you wake up in the morning, you gotta make sure that you believe it, and you gotta focus on making it happen. You gotta focus on working that plan, and I promise you, your plan will work. So once again, plan your work your plan. So the 6th step is you're working the plan. Make sure you get it done, right? And I promise you, your plan will work. Step 6, focus on doing it. Okay, guys? So, that's one secret that I want you to tell, right? I'm not saying don't tell. Actually, I am saying that. Let me rewind a little bit. I don't want y'all to tell nobody, right? But y'all surrounded by a bunch of somebodies. So I want y'all to tell somebody. Don't tell nobody, though. Because the nobodies of the world, they ain't going to do it anyway. So just don't waste your time. Please. Let's make it happen. This your boy, Otha Mobs. And God love you, and so do I. Make sure you visit us at www.othamobs.com. Share it, like it, reshare it, like it, and reshare it again. But we're going to make it happen. Let's get it.